Hello, and welcome to November's horoscope readings. I'm Heather from Heal with Heather Kristen. Today I'm going to get us started with a card reading, a traditional card reading for the overarching energy of November. I am going to use the Nature's Whispers Oracle deck. And then I'm going to follow it up with each of the horoscopes. So those are separate videos, so just hang tight. And for those videos, I'm going to use my own deck, which is available via app. So let's get started with what November is going to bring, the energy at least. So I'm feeling this is going to be a month that focuses on our solar plexus chakra, empowering ourselves. I've been feeling for a while now that 2022 is going to bring some change. If you've watched my last couple months of horoscope readings, a few of the horoscope readings have made mention of lots of changes coming and preparing for a new life, new beginnings in 2022. And a lot of it is centered on our life path and moving into lives that really follow our soul and not our ego or, our desires that we've learned coming into this life, from coming into this life. Our soul path is more of what our destiny is, I guess you could say, what we were meant to do, what we came here to do, and following our energy, following what we're wanting to do, some of our passions and where our heart lies, and empowering ourselves to do so is going to be a major part of this process. And so the empowerment factor that's coming up for me right now, and then I'm feeling going into November, is going to be a big part of this transition to get us onto our soul's path. Okay, and these are just not popping out today. Okay. Let's see, what else do we have? Okay. I feel like November is also going to be kind of a time of quiet. Of course, Novembers don't always feel that way because it's coming up on the holidays and they can be hectic. A lot of jobs are having you finish out the requirements for the year. So November can be hectic, but I'm feeling it's a time for some inner reflection. And my cards are falling on the floor. Okay, here we go. Sorry. Cards go everywhere and everything falls apart. Okay, so let's see our cards. Start with laughter. Okay. This is always a good one, always necessary, laughter. Allowing ourselves to have fun, to be carefree, is an important step in allowing us to follow our childish dreams. And I don't mean childish dreams in a negative way. I mean childish dreams as a lot of our desires and passions that we've had or since childhood, or that we developed during childhood, or that we came into this life with, are actually pieces of our soul. They're pieces of our soul path that our souls wanted us to do when we came into this life. So if we align with our childish selves, our not childish as in child, immature, but our childlike selves, we can sometimes bring back those memories and reconnect with those passions that will help guide us toward our soul path and our destiny. And I don't like saying destiny necessarily very lightly, because sometimes people misconstrue that. What I mean by destiny is what our souls wanted us to do in this life. So it may not be something particular or some certain thing. It's not necessarily the universe guiding us, although it of course it helps. But when we came into this life, it was what our soul wanted. It was something that we were meant to do to help mankind, or to help ourselves with karma, to help release past family energy, all sorts of things that we could have done coming into this life. However, our soul is wanting us to do whatnot. So laughter is going to help with this. It's going to help guide you, allowing yourself to be laughter, or to have laughter, to be childlike. It's going to help you align with the energy that will put you on your soul's path. Okay? Sorry for all of that bumbling and tripping over my words. Contemplation. Yes, I was feeling some energy of inner reflection. Okay, so when I take it with this, I think there's going to be some insights coming in November. You're going to have some past memories coming up, some new things coming up. I want to say opportunities, but I don't necessarily feel any big, amazing opportunities coming our way, but I do feel maybe that the idea for opportunity is there. Perhaps people we know do something, or they get something and we're like, ooh, I kind of want that for myself, or I really want to do this thing that I've wanted to do for the last 20 years, and I put it off, and now I finally want to do it. How am I going to get there? So I think the contemplation is coming up when we feel change on the horizon. It may not necessarily be in our lap, but we're feeling it coming, and it's causing us to stir our ideas and our passions, and something within us is changing. And so November, I am feeling, has that energy that we are thinking about those things, and we're saying, okay, maybe this is an actual possibility that I can do, or that I can go, or maybe, I can change in this way. So some inner thought, internal things going on this month. And also, if there are some heavy thoughts, this is where the laughter is going to help you out, to help you relax and to have fun and to bring joy into your life. And when you're trying to manifest, when you're trying to create things, having joy is a huge manifester. It's a huge part of manifesting. So whatever you're dreaming about, whatever you're contemplating about, joy is going to help you in the long run get there and manifest that for yourself. Now, last card, potential gateway. Potential gateway. So it's there. What you're wanting to create, what you're wanting to do with your life, or the potential at least. I don't think we might necessarily see it next month. Some of you may get some inkling, some of you may get some energy coming your way for that. But the feeling I have is that what you're doing through contemplation, and you mix that in with your joy, you are creating a portal for yourself. You're creating a gateway to live the life that you desire. Okay. And I really feel that this is coming or more opening up um, around the new calendar year, maybe end of December, January, as the year energetically closes out. But some of us could start seeing it come November, come December, because the one of our New Year's just is about to happen on October 31st. So sometimes the feeling is the calendar year. Other times I get feelings for the Witch's New Year. So I, there could be some openings between November and December. So for some of you, you could start see these coming into November. For some of you, it may be closer to January timeframe. Okay, so there's energy on the horizon, lots of change energy on the horizon. Um, really start focusing in on what you want to bring into your life, what you might want to change, what you might want to create for yourself. We are really moving into a time of being able to manifest what we desire, manifest our dreams. Of course, that does need to align with our soul's desires. Okay, so some of us may be starting to manifest or wanting to manifest things that don't necessarily align. And you might have some trouble doing that because when we try to manifest what doesn't align, it doesn't always work out for us. It doesn't align energetically with what our soul desires. And even sometimes when we do manifest what we desire, it doesn't always create the fulfilling feelings. It doesn't always work out the way we want it to. There's a reason behind that. And if things aren't aligned with our soul's desires, they may not work out in the earthbound sense. So make sure that when you're wanting to manifest something, that it brings you joy, that you get joy from it, and you're not manifesting out of a I should, or coming from a place of this is what I want because I've been taught to want this. This is what I want because I should want it. Things like that. So anyway, this is the overarching energy for November. Hang tight, and I will be back with each of the horoscope readings for November. Hello, Leo, and welcome to November. Okay, I have your card reading right here. Okay, coming up for you, I'm feeling a lot of split energy. And that I can kind of see that right there in the ego versus soul and the judgment cards. There's a piece of you that is really stuck in the ego energy of you, your ego personality, which is the part of you that has developed since you've been on Earth, alive in this lifetime. So it's the fears that we've developed since birth. It's the desires that we've developed that we've necessarily been taught by society, by our parents, by our teachers, things like that. It's the things that we want for ourselves that we've learned through this lifetime. The soul portion of us is our desires from a spiritual perspective, our soul's desires, what is deep within us that came with us into this body when we came into this lifetime. It's lifetime upon lifetime upon lifetime of knowledge and desires for change and for growth and for positive spiritual development. Okay, so the ego and soul is personalities are always there, but they're always kind of, warring with each other. This is really big for you this month. That's what's coming up foremost, okay? So November is going to be really important for you to figure out the pieces of you that are soul-based and the pieces of you that are ego-based, okay? What do you want for yourself? And is it soul-based or is it ego-based? Okay? Do you want a particular job because it aligns with your soul, it brings you joy, it makes you happy? Or do you want a particular job? Yes, maybe it will make you happy in certain ways, but will it make you happy in joy, or will it make you happy because it will bring you more money? Okay? Or because it will make you feel good, or maybe it'll make you look good to your parents or in the group of friends that you are with. It's important to know what is soul-based, what is ego-based, because you are here to follow a soul path, learn lessons, to grow, and work a mission. Okay, we all came into this lifetime to learn and grow spiritually, but we also came into this life with a purpose, whether that's a light worker or healer or whatever that is. We all have a very particular purpose, and when we get distracted by ego-based ventures and an ego-based path, we don't end up doing the work that we're here to do. And it tends to slow things down on our spiritual growth and our spiritual education, and we get caught up, and so we don't grow as much as we should. So you are being asked to take the time this month to figure out what is what in your life. Do your desires bring you joy? Is it true, honest joy? Or is it a happiness because you may appear to look a certain way to outside sources? Okay, are you happy because you're finally a part of a crowd now, a group? You look a certain way to your peers, or because you've achieved something that your parents wanted you to achieve, or you've achieved some kind of perfection according to what society has dictated to you. Okay, these are the things that it's important to look for this month. Now, bring into that judgment. Okay, Judgment was your challenge card. So your challenge is not only differentiating what your motives are, ego-based versus soul-based, but it's also your judgments. What are you judging others on? What are you judging yourself on? The judgment card teaches us that when we are judging others a certain way, maybe we're judging a situation a certain way, it's not just judgment, it's also bias, and it's also fear, and it's also a kind of a mirror reflection of what we feel on the inside. Okay? A little insight into me. I have always been insecure about my body and how I look to myself, and that comes from childhood. And so for many, many years, I would judge others on the way they looked because I myself was unhappy with the way I looked. And so I wasn't necessarily judging them, I was judging myself. When we place judgment on people, we are not necessarily judging them. I mean, granted, we are, but that judgment is a mere reflection of how we're actually judging ourselves. So as you're going through this month, take notice of where you are judging, who you are judging, why you are judging them. Okay? This will bring you insight into what you need to heal within yourself, what you carry around with you as this weight on your shoulders that is not necessarily allowing you to live a soul-based life. Judgments are steeped in fear. They're steeped in limiting beliefs, and all of these things have been learned since childhood. They're very ego-based, not soul-based. When you can recognize your judgments, when you can recognize how you're judging others, how you're judging yourself, you can heal those and get closer to your soul-based path. Okay? A lot of complicated thoughts and spiritual lessons going on for you guys this month. So I want to go one more time to the cards. The third card, last card, the advice card, is the crown chakra. So as you're going through all of these things, all of these changes and these distractions and well, I shouldn't say changes, but mental changes, okay? I don't foresee anything big, major for you. A lot for you guys is going to be a lot of mental, internal thoughts and processes going on. But anyway, really meditate. Take the time to meditate and clear. So, crown chakra. The crown chakra is where everything comes in from the divine. So I want you to start there and just get in energy and clear everything out. Ground, connect with the earth, and let the light flow through you, and just let it flow through you, kind of like a waterfall of light and energy going right through you, so you can clear out any darkness, any energy that's stuck on you from other people, from past situations. Just clear all that out. As you clear that out, it allows you to more clearly see the energy of your life. It allows you to more clearly feel and differentiate between your judgment, other people's judgment, between limiting beliefs that have been put on you and what you really want, what you really desire, what you really think, how you really feel about things. You need a lot of clearing out to do this month. So I strongly recommend lots of downtime, thinking time, meditation time, bath time, if you like baths, or even spending time in the shower to let the energy and to let the water run through you to clear you out. There's a lot of stuck energy, I feel, and clearing that energy away is going to help you more easily see the ego versus soul within you, and how you're judging others, how you're judging yourself, so you can start to pick those things out of your life and heal them and change them, okay? So I'm sending you lots of love, and I will see you back here in December.